Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. If you're not new here, hello. Let's just get into it. Let's just focus. Because there's been a little bit of updates, and my last video about the Britney Spears situation and the Free Britney situation, my whole angle on it was, what is her sister in the wrong? Is she mad at her sister? I couldn't fully tell. I was like, I almost like didn't want to believe it. But like so many people, like you guys in the comment section have been like telling me, no, she's part of it. She's a part of the problem. She was taking flights. She was using the money, blah, blah, blah. And then now Britney herself from the horse's mouth has spoken. So let's talk about, before we get into Britney's Instagram post that she made, let's talk about, she gave some more testimony. And the only thing I want to reference from the testimony was Britney Spears said that she felt so lonely. First of all, she keeps saying, end it, end it, end it, end this whole thing. Second of all, she said Jamie Spears, her dad, used to take her vitamins and her coffee and control everything she ate and drank. That's psycho. Like, she's like, that's beyond abuse. And I think some people might see that and be like, that's not abuse. Like, la la la. It's abuse because it's like something so small I can't even have control over. Like, you need to have control over every single aspect of what I do because you're crazy, because you're a psycho. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, there's something she's like, that's beyond abuse. That's cruelty. And I'm like, yeah, that's just like someone wants to, it's like a mind game. It's like, I just want to be in control of every aspect of your life and I can do it and no one can stop me. And it's like, oh, that's so scary. Anyway, so that's one thing she said. And another thing she said that really was a big red flag to me and trying to figure out, like, because like I have sisters and stuff and I just don't want to believe that it was the sisters. Like part of me, I'm like, okay, if it was the dad or the mom or these people, I'd be like, okay. But like your sister, like, I don't know. I have sisters. I'm very biased. So I didn't want to believe it. But like, here's the truth. So she says during her newest testimony that she has felt so lonely and isolated in this conservatorship. Now, if you were really my sister, I shouldn't feel lonely. Like, you should be coming over to spend every day with me, and you should be comforting me and making me feel good and whole and included and all of those things. Like, she shouldn't feel lonely. If anything, her family should be surrounding her. If they are claiming that they need this conservatorship to take care of her, she should feel taken care of. She should feel good in this, and she doesn't. She feels miserable and lonely and isolated because it's not about taking care of her. It's about taking her money. And that just made me so sad. I'm just like, okay, red flag. Another red flag. She called her sister out on Instagram. So let me read the whole thing, okay? For those of you who chose to criticize my dancing, well, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Let me skip through some things. She doesn't want to do any more Vegas. She said, I'm not going to put on heavy makeup and try on stage and not be able to do Real Deal with remixes of my songs for years and begging to put out new music in my show for my fans. So I quit. And I also don't like that my sister showed up at an award show and performed my songs, in all caps, to remixes. My so-called support system hurt me deeply. That's what I was saying. Like, okay, hold on. This conservatorship killed my dreams, so all I have is hope. Hope is the only thing in this world that is very hard to kill, yet people still try. I don't like the way the documentaries bring up humiliating moments from the past. I'm way past all that stuff. And have been for a long time. And for women to say it's weird the way I have hope for fairy tales, go F yourself. As I said, hope is all I have right now. Who is criticizing? Who is criticizing? Okay. Oh my gosh. People try to kill hope. I'm going to go read a mother effing fairy tale now. PSSS. If you don't want to see my precious ass dancing in my living room or it's not up to your standards, go read a effing book. Oh! Britney was getting the girls together. Britney is gathering the girls. I've read this, but this still gave me life just rereading it right now. Like, Britney was reading people for Phil. Okay. Listen, support system. And that's what I just was saying when she gave her second testimony. She said how she felt so lonely. And I'm like, she shouldn't feel lonely. Now, if Jamie Lynn was doing everything that she said she was doing, now I'm yelling. If she was doing everything she said she was doing in that first response video where she said, I've been there for Britney as a sister, have you? Because people who feel good and close to their sisters don't feel lonely. They don't. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. So obviously you weren't being a good support system. You obviously weren't keeping her that good of company. You obviously weren't keeping her that well informed of her rights. You obviously were not taking up for her that much. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of obvious now. Like, I was kind of like, because maybe she made mistakes. And this is what I was like on the fence about. I'm like, maybe she made mistakes. Maybe she was convinced of things. Maybe she was like, this is like the biggest regret of my life, going along with what my father wanted. I don't know. Maybe that's what, but now I'm just like, no, girl, because you could have did more. For years and years, you could have did more. You could have did way more than this. Even if you saw up close, oh, my sister has mental health problems, so XYZ things are helping her, or I think maybe it would help her, or I don't know, like maybe I just don't know what her perspective, maybe I just don't trust her perspective because I've seen her mental breakdowns or whatever. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up, like, to, like, you would think that she would be more invested, more involved, more trying to be like, what do you need, Britney? You want someone to come do your hair? I'll bring someone to come do your hair. You want someone to come do your nails? I'll bring someone to come do your nails. You want to order some dresses or something? Like, she has money. Like she said, she's been working, blah, blah, blah. So she could have had, like, when Britney is saying that she's not allowed to get new stuff, she's not allowed to go out and get her hair done, she's not allowed to get her nails done, she's not allowed to go anywhere, do anything. I would be like, okay, come over to my house, come over to my mansion, let's have dinner, come hang with the kids, bring your kids over here, let's have visitations, blah, blah, blah. You would think that you would be so hands-on if you felt like your sister needed help and needed that grounding of, like, you know, like, she has mental health issues and she needs to be grounded and feel connected to reality, and she feels isolated, so let me make sure she feels connected and loved by me. No, that's not. And then so when she calls her out for doing the songs, that speaks volumes to me. That means, like, no, all bets are off. She's part of the problem. She said, and this is what she said. She said, my support system hurt me deeply. So that means that you weren't in communication with her enough, or you ignored her communication when it comes to, like, did you even ask her if that would be okay with her? And if she told you it wouldn't be okay with her, what did you then do? Go and do it anyway? I don't know, man. I don't know about this girl. You, Miss Jamie, you look sus AF. You look so sus. My so-called support system. This conservatorship killed my dreams. Girl. I can't. Because I was like, oh my Lanta. I cannot. I was like, okay, that seals the deal for me. Like, she's part of the fucking problem. She's a mess. She's a part of the problem. And she's trying to save face, and she's, like, putting her caption as, like, oh, everyone, peace and love. I'm like, you need to get off Instagram, girl. If you don't want to hear the dragging that you deserve, that you kind of rightly deserve, then you got to get off Instagram. Okay, and then the next thing is, Britney Spears brought up, and this is what I keep saying, I keep asking, how do people get assigned to be a conservator in a conservatorship? I keep asking, how does Jamie get to be a conservator when he's a freaking alcoholic? That's what I said, dude. I said that. I've been saying this the whole time. I remember commenting under people's videos, like Dr. Grande, who was like, well, I don't think there's anything wrong with the conservatorship. There's not too many conservatorships in California. Everything seems to be okay to me. And I'm just like, bitch, did you even look into the shit? Because he treats everything like crazy dismissive gossip. Like, so he dismissed, like, the Free Britney people doing, like, the shirts and all that kind of stuff. Okay, but hold on, wait a second. What about the fact that her conservator is her dad, who's an alcoholic, and she had her custody reduced because her dad had domestic violence charges. These aren't rumors. These are things that you can look up. These are facts that you can look up. And like, it's not reiterated and talked about enough. Like, how did he get to be, like, how does someone who's an alcoholic get to say, I'm in charge? And then, like, I feel like people are kind of taking it more easy on Britney's mom. But I also think her mom, I'm just like, well, where have you been, girl? Because you knew your husband was an alcoholic. You knew your ex-husband was an alcoholic. Where the fuck have you been? Why would you allow him to become the conservator? Why wouldn't you testify about him not being a good choice or something like that? Where have you been? Now she's filing papers to get involved. Why haven't you been filing papers to get involved from jump? And why didn't you say from jump he's a freaking alkie? Like, even if she needed a conservator, why was it never? I just feel like the way it was put together was so sloppy. Like, I just feel like people around her were like, do, 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 do. Like, everyone was just going along to get along, and Britney got caught in the middle. And just, something don't seem right. None of it seems right. None of it seems freaking right. But there you go. That's my whole opinion on that. It's bonkers. Let me know what you think down below. Leave me some red flags if you made it all the way to the end. Red flags flying left and right. Red is the theme of the video. Red flags. My hair, please. It's so bad. Put like a little hair emoji for like if you think it didn't look that bad. I think it's just like so... You're probably like, who cares? But this is the end of the video. You're not on this anyway. I'm just... Not hardly anyone's here. Oh my gosh, my hair is just so... The humidity. I blame the humidity.